How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. In front of me is a truck that has been in my family since it was purchased new back in 2006. So in front of me is a 2006 Dodge Ram extended bed. So it's an 8-foot bed, single cab with a TRX package. So it's an SLT model, but with a TRX package, which I haven't done a lot of research on, but I believe it's just a suspension package that they did back then. And you can see it's a little bit higher. I can tell the suspension's a little bit beefier on this, but this vehicle has been insanely reliable, and it is exactly what my parents needed at the time. And honestly, it has come in so handy for me as well. And I'm gonna start using this truck a lot because we're gonna be hauling off a lot of our scrap metal. So I kind of did a trade out for the time being with my van, just so I can go ahead and haul off a bunch of stuff. But I found it very interesting because my parents have done almost nothing to this truck since they bought it brand new. And I'm talking about just brakes and oil changes. And honestly, I did the brakes on this thing probably 5 years ago, maybe 50,000 miles ago max. I don't even think that many miles ago. And the pads were still good on it. And I just went ahead and put new pads, and that was really it. I could not believe it. And outside that, it is an original transmission, an original motor. It still has cold AC, no check engine lights, and 205,000 miles on the clock. And this truck was used to haul stuff. So they used to own a cabinet company, and my dad used to haul pretty heavy cabinetry to job sites on a regular basis. So he had a trailer he was towing with it, and they would load this thing up all the time. So very, very good truck considering what I've heard about Dodge Rams. And I'm sure people are going to tell me in the comments that there's no way this truck should have made it 205,000 miles. Like I said, no check engine light. And I'm going to start this thing up for you guys. It's unbelievable how well this thing runs. In all honesty, they've kept it in very good shape considering there's no tint on the windows. We're in Florida, and all the gaskets and everything seem to be really good. None of the plastic is broken. Dash is all intact. And you can see it just needs to be cleaned. They used it, and then they kind of stored it away for the last couple of years, just using it here and there. And so I told them I don't want it to rot away, so let me go ahead and take it. I'll keep starting it from time to time. And went ahead and put a new battery in it. And my next step here is to get it cleaned up. We're gonna go ahead and throw some new tires on this today. So I'm gonna go pick up some new tires, and then we're gonna start working on some of the cosmetics too. So oil change today as well. But let's go ahead and just take a step into the interior here, and then we'll do another walk around and kind of talk about it. It does have the 4.7 liter V8, so not the biggest motor they offered, but it's the one step below that. So it is the V8, and it has some kind of strange features to it. So it's power windows, power locks, power mirror here, and pretty basic door panels. So it's got this wood grain insert here. I don't know if that was a standard thing on these trucks, but that might be part of the SLT package. And like I said, it just needs a little cleanup. All the plastic's intact, everything works, power windows, power locks, all that stuff works. And then we step into the seats, which happen to be cloth and happen to be kind of a straight bench, but they do have a separation. So you have your individual seats here with a centerpiece here, and then another individual seat. And the unique part about this is it's partial electric. So the electric allows you to go forward and back, but then it uses a manual piece to rock your backrest here. So kind of unique. And then it's got cruise control. So another feature it's got is that. Outside that, pretty basic. It's a pretty basic radio. You can see I've got the knob off the radio because I need to clean this because it's jumping around right now. But it all works. AC, like I said, blows cold, and you can see the dash is in very good condition. So no cracks or anything like that. And being out here in Florida, you usually see these things kind of get demolished. So very neat to see that. They did take care of this over the years. You can see headliners all intact. None of this stuff has ever been touched. You can see the fabric on this is just a little bit loose, but nothing crazy. Everything looks like it's real nice. The lights are missing the covers because I think that they changed the bulbs out, and I can see the covers are right here. And then you just got your visor here with a little mirror there. So pretty basic stuff there, no sunroof or anything. And once again, same thing on that door panel, power locks, power windows, that little wood grain insert. And you can see here a little wood grain insert in the center. What I love about these trucks from the early 2000s is how much storage they gave you. So you've got a cubby here, this cool thing that flips down gives you another little cubby here, or ashtray, 2 cup holders that are nice and big. So if you flip that up, you've got nice area for footwell here. And then you've got this massive glove box here that you can use as well. Door panels have huge storage little bins here, and another extra storage bin down the side here. So just insane amount of storage. And then you have, being this is a single cab, so it's no extension at all. You don't have any seating past your front seats. You do have this cubby back here, and you can see they've got quite a bit of stuff back here. So we've got this cubby back here. And one of the other cool things about all these trucks, at least the ones I've had from the 2000s, early 2000s, you've got these massive storage in these armrests here. So insane amount of room in here, as you can see, and more kind of cup areas. A lot of times they have cup storage here. I don't know if this has any cup holders, but you can definitely fit some big old cups in there. A little change thing here. I think there was a cup holder thing here, but just a crazy amount of storage. And they do have a cigarette lighter here, so that's kind of cool that you can charge your phone and stuff from here. You've got another cigarette lighter there and one over there. So 3 little 12-volt connectors that you can use that were probably once made for cigarette lighters. So kind of neat. Like I said, kind of basic. And you can see here it does have a digital gauge for the mileage. So 205,973, so almost 206,000 miles. And like I said, we are going to start it up so you guys can see how well this thing starts up. And you can see the ground clearance. Now, as you can tell, there are some dings and dents over the years that have occurred on this, and we're going to work on getting those out. So one of the things I wanted to do when I took this from them is just kind of fix it up. You know, they've had it for so long, and in all honesty, they got hit a couple of times by people that they just kind of did a handshake, and I don't even think they reported it or took any money from them. I know my mom told me one time I was a young girl and she just started driving, and she was having like almost a panic attack. So she told her, don't worry about it. It's an old truck. We're not worried about it. And so I think that might be one of the dings down here. And so that's real cool that they were able to do that. And this was something, like I said, that they bought brand new. So it was one of the few vehicles they have ever owned from brand new, and they kept it the entire time. And now I'm trying to keep it in the family because it's just such a cool truck. And you guys can see now, like a Florida vehicle typically won't get rusted. I know I hear people all the time that'll say, well, there's salt in the air and stuff like that. We don't really see any rust. I mean, this thing has not been washed in probably gosh, maybe 15 years if I know my parents. They just don't have that necessity of keeping it nice and glossy. I wish they would have, but that's not a necessity to them. The vehicle works. They kept it maintained. That was more of a necessity to them. And we can kind of tell, like, the headlights here are all faded up, but we can polish those out. Paint's fading a little bit on the hood here. Probably can't do much about that because the clear coat's missing. But most of the chrome you can see is in very good shape. So I'm very shocked at how well this vehicle held up. And I think we got one more kind of ding and dent down here as well. Now let's just go up under here just so I can show you guys what I mean about a Florida vehicle. And zero rust, guys. I mean, all these bolts would come off so easily. And I know I mentioned everything is pretty much original on this, but I did not mention that they have not touched the suspension. It's got original control arms. It's got original ball joints, tie rod ends, you name it. It's all original. And this truck drives extremely straight. Even with these old dry rotted tires, it doesn't vibrate. I was very shocked at how well this vehicle drives. All right, so now that we kind of walked around and took a look at the inside, oh, and it also came standard. I don't know if this was an upgrade from the dealership, but they got a truck bed liner that has held up so well. It's got the Dodge Ram logo up front there, and you can see I've already got some stuff in here that I'm going to be hauling off. So having this big bed is awesome. I do want to tint the windows though, because it is a fishbowl. Keeping the heat out, I think, is going to just make this interior last even longer. But let's go ahead now and step inside and start it up so you guys can hear it start. And you can see there, no check engine lights. All the gauges are working. So just incredible. 205,973, like we said. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing quite a bit on this truck, probably videos here and there. But I want to clean it up, show some maintenance on it, and then get those dents out. And then we'll be using it probably to haul some scrap off, so you'll see it on those videos as well. Once again, you guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.